Please excuse the noise today. We're in an industrial space and there's lots of things going on. Today, this beautiful project I found, thrifting, it's got lots of class, lots of style, but it's pretty beaten up. And I'm going to make it very soft and feminine for a little girl's room or a grown-up lady's room. And my plan for this piece of furniture is to use two beautiful colors, a soft blue and a vintage cream. I'm going to paint the whole thing vintage cream, and then I'm going to paint the sides and the top blue and rub it back with a damp cloth to bring a little bit of the cream through to give it a nice little patina, soft and gentle. That's the way to go. It's time to get the sander out and give it a really good going over, but I will be gentle. First thing, I'm going to remove the hardware, and I'm actually going to give them a really nice paint finish. I'm going to use an electric sander on this piece because it's really badly beaten up. Normally I would just do a hand sand, a light hand sand, just to roughen the surface so that the paint will stick better. And like my mummy always says, practice safe sanding. So now the messy part's done, I'm going to give it a wipe down and take it into the studio for painting. I'm going to paint the dresser with an antique cream colour first, let it dry, and then I'm going to paint over the top of that with a soft blue, and before the blue dries, I'm going to expose some of the cream using a damp cloth to wipe it back. So it's a very beautiful, soft, antique-y kind of finish. And I'm using Artisan Enhancements oval brush, which holds a lot of paint and gives you a very, very beautiful smooth application, and you get a lot of more mileage out of your product by using the brush. You can pull it out and spread it. Is it looking good yet? What do you think? Because the drawers are going to stay cream, I'm going to have to apply another 1 or 2 coats so I have a really nice solid application of colour. The dresser is going to be painted blue and rubbed back with a damp cloth, so I really don't have to touch up the cream colour anymore on that. I'm probably going to have to apply 2 coats of blue to get a nice even coverage, and I think I'm going to start on the top. So now we're ready for the fun stuff. I'm going to gently rub back the blue paint, exposing the cream paint underneath and maybe a little bit of dark wood. It's a very beautiful, soft, distressed look. So I'm using a damp sponge to do this, not a cloth. Really liking this shabby chic look, but there's one more step, and that will be the star of the show. I'm going to use this very elegant stencil from WooduBend. I have the drawers sticking out maybe by about 1 inch. 2 reasons. The first reason, if I push them in with no handles, they're not coming back out again. The second reason, I don't want any of the plaster to go in the spaces between the drawers. I'm going to use Venetian plaster on the dresser for a very simple, clean finish. don't want to put it on too thick, and I don't want to move the stencil, so just take your time. I'm going to very carefully remove the stencil and then take it and wash it right away. It's very important to keep the stencil clean. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let the Venetian plaster dry because it has to be completely dry before I continue on. Okay, so I'm going to line the stencil up. It makes it easier to position when you've got the raised plaster. It kind of guides you in the right position. So now the plaster is dry, I'm going to take the drawers out and put them on the floor, give them a light sanding to take away the pull-away marks. So when you take the stencil off, you will pull the plaster up in little peaks. It's always best to sand that off. Then I'm going to paint the drawers all cream. I've rolled on the blue paint over the raised plaster, it's dry, and now I'm going to sand it back because I'm looking for subtle and delicate. I think it's best to take the drawers outside, that's a lot of dust. It's time to replace the hardware, but I recommend that you would seal all of the hardware and in fact the whole piece with a matte clear coat. That will protect it from little sticky fingers. That was quite the transformation. Take a look and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.